Melissa Philippi with Give Nebraska. We are here today with Mike from Rabble Mill. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having us.
Tell us a little bit about Rabble Mill, mission, vision, how you're changing the world.
Yeah, so Rabble Mill is the name of our organization, and it's really the merger of two nonprofits. That was the Bay and here in Nebraska, and we came together to form Rabble Mill in 2018. So we have programs that are the Bay, Skate for Change, Rabble Media, and Bay Omaha is in the works, and then Bay High is also another program. But how we're changing the world, we think, is through giving youth upward mobility through the creative programming that we have. So we're using skateboarding, music, beat making, content creation, fashion. We're using those as means to attract young people into our spaces and our programs, teach them a ton of really awesome skills, and then give them ways to apply it. And the hope is that this leads to opportunities towards upward mobility post high school education. And along the way, they're learning confidence, they're grit, they're making friendships, they're learning about themselves, they're finding their creative identity, but we really are approaching it kind of one creative, unique thinker at a time. We're trying to find cool programming to fit with them.
I know I've been here before when there are a lot of kids around. It is an incredible place. It is so much fun, and you are doing incredible work.
Thank you, thank you.
What difference do donor dollars make in the
Don't,
work you do?
Yeah, donor dollars for us are huge. We're not big. Like we don't have some huge federal grant that sustains us or one big foundation, and so every dollar for us is massive. And so one great example is it's $150 basically for the board and a helmet. And we try to give every kid their own board and helmet so they can take it home with them. So it's not something they can only do here. And so even that, just $150, which is like $12 a month or something like that, adds up to a life-changing thing for a kid. Because your first skateboard and a helmet to go along with that lasts kids years, but it's a lifetime of learning and experiences and everything. So even down to that. And so for coffee, for instance, at our coffee shop, you know, a young person learning how to make coffee and someone buying that from them gives them an opportunity to grow in their skills and learn how to make coffee, and it's just a life-changing experience. So even the little stuff that we do makes a huge difference. And so we're not a massive org, and we need every little thing that we get.
That we talk a lot about those small gifts made regularly and the impact they have. So that is, thank you for tying that in and not making me say it.
No, of course, it's huge. It's huge. You can't count on these massive gifts because those things, you don't get as much as you expect. They take a lot of time, and so it's those small gifts that are that's what sustains organizations over time. It really does.
How has being a member of Give Nebraska impacted the Bay?
In this exact way. It's these opportunities for people to give through their paycheck and make a small impact on us. If as those things happen and as those things start to add up and build, that's how you create a sustainable model for your organization. And so we have relationships with founders, we have relationships with private donors on a big level, but what we're working to grow now is what we're calling like our sustainability campaign, which is these smaller donors, smaller increments, because it's critical to the sustainability of your organization. And so it's exactly where we're growing to, is meeting people and hoping to get small incremental donations because they go a really long way. They really do.
Yes. Love everything you're doing. Why is it important for Nebraska to have you here?
Yeah, we are the only ones doing this. There's no other organization in the state like ours, and we know that. And so nobody's, I've been a youth worker for 20 years, and if you look at youth working agencies, who's open past 5 or 6 o'clock at night that kids are choosing to go to, a place where kids want to be. So I think that's what makes us drastically different from other places, is young people are choosing our programming, they're dying to get here, and then we're the only thing like it. And so our hope is to be all across Nebraska, to spread everywhere, because I'm a small town kid, and we always talk about a bay in the 308 and how important that will be, and so we're working on Omaha next, but we really look at ourselves as pushing the growth edge for youth work in Nebraska and finding like what's next, what's innovative, what's that next thing. And so we really look at ourselves as pioneers or wayfinders as it comes to like figuring out what does it mean to work with young people in the next, this next season of life as everything's changing. So we feel like we're a one of one for sure.
Definitely. We love having you as a member of Give Nebraska. Everything you're doing is so innovative, different from what we usually hear about. I love coming out and talking with you. Thank you so much for your time. We are also statewide, so as you grow and go out into 308, we will be right there with you.
We can't wait. We're coming. Western Nebraska, we're coming for you.
Thank you so much.
Of course.